Hello.
Hello. Welcome to today's Devstream. This is Devstream number 6. We've got a whole lot of interesting topics to cover. We've got a lot of big news, a lot of very cool things. Yeah, so we'll probably get into that in a bit.
I hope so.
I hope so too. But yeah, I guess for anybody that's new here, I'm Darby, the community manager, and this is...
Hello, I'm George. I'm a designer on Clans of London.
Oh, we've got a mic on a stick now. My name is Constance, and I'm an artist on Clans of London.
Yippee! Honestly, I quite like the mic on a stick. I think
It is a fork as well, which is extra something.
Yeah, hey, I think it's fitting. It's fitting. Malkavians are coming. For everyone that waited, they're coming. They're on their way, and I feel like the fork mic works. But yeah, whoa. So first things first, the amazing big news. What? Global launch is coming.
Ooh.
Yes.
It's finally time.
April 16th. April 16th. You are able to pre-register now on the App Store or Google Play if you are Android or Apple. That's up to you. I have no bias either way. That's up to you, you know. Hey, I am an Apple user. I'm just letting you know. But yeah, so global launch is coming. We're obviously very, very excited about that. We can't wait to see Clans of London available in London and see what everyone in London thinks. Very exciting times. Whoa! Not only have we got a global launch announcement, we also have a Chronicle that is available right now. It will be available until the 12th of April at 12 p.m. BST. So convert that to your time zone, I suppose. But yeah, would you like to talk a little bit about the Grand Auction?
Yeah, so for those of you with access to the game currently, the current season is the Grand Auction, and the season as a whole covers the event of selling off important artifacts, relics, but most important of all, Boyar Mushat, who protected and defended the vault of Queen Anne with the players' help, decided to steal all the contents for himself anyway, and is selling it off at the Grand Auction for the lols. He's just like, oh, you know, I protected it, but also it's mine now. Like that's the
Just a
Tremere
silly
way.
little guy.
Yeah.
You know?
They're not called the Clan of Usurpers for nothing. So this Chronicle event taking place to be the culminating event of the auction. It is the auction, the bidding for Queen Anne's Vault itself. 2 front runners are taking place, heading up the bidding. On the Von True side, we have Octavia Mulcroft, financially backed by Lady Gloria, who they will split the many interesting spoils and many mysteries housed within the vault. And bidding against her is Mercedes, backed by her sire, Annabella Wright. Whichever side wins will use the blackmail, influence, and power that comes with owning the vault to take over some territory of the other clan's side. This event has some unique gameplay changes, so one of the most noticeable ones will be the scoring is completely and fundamentally different to the normal ranked mode. So in this event, your highest power card will give you that many points every single turn. But you never score points from Knight, you never score points from Prince, and you can only build your deck with Von True and Toreador cards to represent people bidding at the auction. It's a PvE event, and you should not expect your opponents to play fair. The bidding is a little stacked against you, so you may find some interesting different cards in there. You are fighting against the auction lot itself, which gains power equal to the difficulty you are on, and gains 1 power each turn as the bid that you need to submit grows ever higher. But there's someone else stacking things against you, putting in some false bids. Wayne Stahl is there driving up the price as he is wont to do, and we'll start on the opposite side. You have a little bit of help, though, in that you have placed your starting bid at 12 power, and you start with the bid on your side, which will help you out by using its ability. Whenever any card in play gains power, the lowest power card in your hand gains that much power. So you will get double benefit from all of your buffs. You'll even benefit from the opponent's buffs. There's all kinds of ways that you can use this to place power on cards, but normally it may be difficult or random to get very high power values onto them.
And which side will you both be partaking in?
Ooh, that's a difficult question. The side with fewer votes.
No! Oh my gosh. But yeah, chat, if you have a side, let us know. Let us know. Constance, what about you? Who do you feel like you're gonna side with?
The winning side.
The winning side. Yeah, okay. Hey, yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it. But with that, we also have the announcement of our new season.
Yeah.
Our new season is obviously coming on the 16th because a global launch would not be right without a party to celebrate. But this isn't just any party. Of course, it introduces a lot of Malkavians, which, hey, we'll check out some of those cards in a bit. But yeah, how do you go about thinking about designing cards for a clan like Malkavian?
Well, there's two sides to any clan. There are both the mechanical side, what it feels like to play a clan, how we really want to represent the essence of every clan in their gameplay archetype, and we'll show that off a bit later. And there's the very important kind of aligning with art, working together to make sure the feel of a clan is right, down to the visuals as well, and all the little details of that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's super fun. We thought about all the clans as a whole, but it's always so much fun to take on a new clan one by one as we come to develop them and create all the art for them. And we hope that you'll like what we've done with the cards.
Yes, I feel like this season has definitely got some of the most visually impressive cards that we have in the game so far. So, well, yeah.
I do agree, though. This is I am extremely excited for this season. Honestly,
these cards are beautiful. So hopefully, when we take a little peek at those, you will enjoy that, everybody. But yeah, should we have a little look at the content that we can expect? So obviously, with the new season, we've got 10 new cards coming, as well as some new locations, of course, cosmetics. My favourite being Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss. I will be wearing that. Thank you. Very good. Of course, this will be available April 16th. And we also have the premium pass with the Justicar Parr, which I know quite a few of you have been excited about. But we will get into her in a little bit. But yes, very cool that we've brought her to life. Very cool. Well done, team. Ooh. Woohoo! Yay! Yeah, Malkavians. They have entered the chat. Yes, indeed. Any thoughts on Malkavians in there?
George has just passed me the mic.
He's passed you the baton! The fork of destiny.
Yeah, Malkavians are an interesting one. They're a lot of people's favourite clan for a reason. So yeah, we've been excited to make these cards for a while. Obviously, as a starting point, their clan bane is very much about madness and types of mental illness, and we wanted to do justice to the themes where we don't want them to become Flanderized. We want them to be characters first and foremost, but they're burdened by having too much knowledge of the future and having too much insight into everywhere except for where they are currently, basically, which can come across as pretty strange to other non-Malkavian people.
For sure.
But yeah.
Yeah. Should we kick off with the cards?
Absolutely.
Oh, but before we kick off with the cards, I forgot I do this every single time. Before we kick off with the cards, we actually do have a little bit of a video, just some clips of our wonderful party hosts and a few of our party attendees bringing these characters to life, the lovely photo shoot team. I hope that you enjoy if it loads. I love that. Aha! Yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, some very interesting characters there. You might have seen some of them already, but you might not. And we're going to do a bit more of a deep dive on them right now, and starting with our lovely host.
Yes. When the socials for this lovely gentleman first went out, many people were speculating about what he might do. He's decently statted. What kind of ability pairs with this? And you'll notice his ability is when he's discarded, score 3 points and return him to hand. And you can discard him again and again and again. And the fact that that's a thing opens up the question. What is Malkavian's primary mechanical archetype? How does it feel to play a Malkavian deck? We've seen lots of fun ideas being talked about and speculated, but it is a little secret we have been planning Malkavians for a very long time. We've had a while to cook. The main meat of Malkavian's gameplay will be discard as a mechanic. In a lot of traditional card games, thematically, drawing cards is always represented as gaining knowledge. In Magic, it would be your blue, someone's mind is expanding into the multiverse, and that means you draw 7 cards. But what does it mean to have a mind which is fractured and broken by your bane and distraught? Discard is the perfect fit for that. But it is an interesting form of discard. There will be... Malkavians have a very strange relationship with card advantage. As you will see as we get into more of the cards, you'll have access to a lot of interesting tech that will slightly subvert the normal rules in some fun ways. We start off simple with our host, who is a very nice engine to keep discarding. But how will you discard? Maybe there are other cards that we will see very, very shortly that could help with that.
Ooh. Yes, I did see a lot of you saying that Luciano was a Malkavian pretending to be a Toreador, which is interesting, very interesting.
Well, I think the opposite might be true. Yeah, he's a Toreador, but his sort of obsession, the thing he admires most, is the study of Malkavians. He just thinks they're really neat and cool and interesting. And he loves them so much that he has blood bonded with someone very special.
Indeed.
And kind of has a special interest in seeing the effects of all kinds of substances on Malkavians.
Yes.
Which is definitely going to bode well for...
illicit substances.
Certainly no repercussions there.
No, not
and
at
I'm
all.
sure it isn't really tragically fueled by his mutually blood bonded lover. There's nothing ever that goes wrong with that
guys,
as
of course
a
not.
plan.
No.
He is also he has a very specific feeding issue, maybe is the right term, in that he's only allowed to feed from his blood bonded lover, which makes things a slight challenge for them both.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
There we go. We have got a little whip of his VFX. Obviously, it's the Toreador Rose, but it's looking a little bit different in its colours.
Tiny bit Malkavian in
A
there.
little bit Malkavian. Very nice. Hopefully, you guys will be able to check that out soon. And here he is. Some of his BTS shots. Obviously, the first thing I notice when I see this character is his crazy outfit, very colour blocked, and he's got his little hat.
Yeah, so when the invitation was very kindly sent out through the cobweb, it was specified that there had to be costumes. They were absolutely mandatory. No exceptions. So you'll see some of the kindred in our cards have a little bit of a sub-theme going on with them. So one would almost say that this man is as mad as a hatter. I was trying to be really subtle with it, but then I just flopped it at the last second. Sorry, guys. But yeah, we don't want to. We if you make your own connections and have fun spotting the little fun things we hid in there.
Yeah.
But yeah. He's a 1920s style Great Gatsby gentleman, hence the dashing sort of boater. But yeah, for the party, he's dolled it up with feathers and pins and all kinds of things.
I've seen him like without his hat, and he has like little like
he does
and stuff, which are very nice.
It's very cute.
It is. Yes. Yeah. No, I do very like him. I do very like him.
You do very like him?
I do indeed. Yes. No, he's very cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you like pick out the colours for the outfit?
Yeah, we did.
Oh my god!
It was a bit of an interesting challenge because we wanted like quite colourful lighting as well. And obviously, when you put colourful objects under coloured lighting, you get different colours. And it was a bit like, let me just
hold on a minute, guys.
Let me just change the colour of this cube in Blender real quick and see what it looks like under a lamp. And oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think the colours like of his outfit, especially like you can see them like reflected in his VFX, which is it's just nice, just a nice little bit of work. Thank you guys, well done.
You're welcome, I guess.
Thank you guys, it's really good. But yeah, Luciano, he is the host, alongside his blood bonded girlfriend.
Partner, lover, mutually blood bonded individual.
Yeah, it's mutual, guys. It's
yeah. That definitely improves things, I'm sure, for them. Molly Sybin. So Molly Sybin is a Malkavian who absolutely detests having time alone with her thoughts and is constantly obsessed with planning grander, more wild, more crazy parties, constantly lacing all the mortals at the party with hallucinogenic drugs. Only this time, they haven't told any of the other guests that they have done this, which will produce some intriguing results that may not end well for everyone involved. Molly Sybin, you'll notice, there's a lot of things on screen right now. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Indeed.
Molly Sybin is a slightly bizarre but very powerful toolbox card. She has before game, shuffle Molly's 4 delusions into your deck, and on reveal, draw one of those delusions. So she will dilute your deck. She will drastically lower your odds of drawing any individual thing. But her 4 tokens, her delusions, are quite strong in their own right and open up some new, useful avenues, things that you would really like in a deck built around discard. So we'll go through them quickly. The first, the most grandiose, I suppose you will, is the Grandiose Delusion, a 4/10, but as a mixed ability, on reveal, discard 2 random cards. So with many of the discard pieces, you will have quite a lot of control over what you choose to hit, but not with this one, as she is the center of attention and throws all else by the wayside. The Somatic Delusion has, when discarded, create a copy in an empty or enemy night space. So it gives you something useful to help you get get a card for free into a scoring space. The Paranoid Delusion is wary of things that are coming up on the horizon, and has, on reveal, discard the rightmost card in your hand to gain +2 power. And finally, the Jealous Delusion, which I think might be one of my favorites art-wise, has, on reveal, discard the leftmost card in your hand to draw a card, as she is jealous of whatever you've been keeping in your hand for all that time.
Yeah, that cake is going to taste like ash and dirt to her, but she doesn't care. You're not having it. Be jealous.
The cake may not even be real. Who knows?
But it looks so nice. Look at the piping. Somebody really put effort into that cake, and you can tell. It's a very nice cake. It is. How did you decide on cake?
It was something that Beck decided on. I don't know, man. Maybe he was just hungry.
Hey,
I think it's because it's very interesting. Because how do you depict the idea of jealousy in a card and make that readable? And I feel like if ever you see someone enjoying something that you can't have, you do get a little bit of that, like, ooh,
This is true.
wish I had that.
Yeah.
And I think cake is a very like visceral response
Yeah,
of like,
for
oh,
sure.
I could go for that. So
Go
yeah,
for that cake.
yeah.
Hmm.
The bug one was interesting. We decided not to ask the actor to actually cover herself in ants.
Okay, yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
That could have been the aftermath of eating all that cake and just.
Oh no!
Oh,
no!
It could have been.
Hmm.
Thank God it wasn't. Yeah. No, they're really cool. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. We've also got that we kind of wanted to channel a little bit of that 2000s era digital cameras where when you have the flash on at like a party situation, maybe after a couple of drinks, everyone looks extremely like slightly uncanny
Yeah.
and washed out, like they're a cryptid that's been caught in the forest. It's fantastic. So we've tried to channel that a bit, and you can see that on Molly's final cut.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's looking a
She's,
bit wild, caught in the party.
She is.
Caught in the
She is
moment.
looking very wavy.
Wavy.
Yeah, wavy. She's waved.
Is this one of your Zoomer words?
Is this a Zoom award? She's wavy.
She's
Yeah,
wavy.
She is.
Okay.
She's having a great time though, you know.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. I like the fit as well. It is quite dishevelled, but I do like it. But yeah. After Molly. Oh, no,
come
back. There we go. After Molly, we have Missy, who has got a particular talent for altering memories.
Indeed. She is a consummate and highly skilled liar and manipulator. She will place memories of herself in the minds of others to confuse, disrupt, and generally sow chaos to her advantage. She has an interesting connection with the ECTU in London and did play a pivotal role in helping to destabilize their efforts by confusing and twisting their agents. She will implant memories of herself in your hand. When she is discarded, she will add 2 illusion copies that cost 1 to your hand. You will notice, those of you who are observant, a new keyword there, illusion. Illusions, like all keywords, do not confer any inherent meaning or benefit, but we are using it to signify cards where you will end up with, mysteriously, many, many copies of the same exact card, which usually, outside of some token decks, you don't get to do. So, because the Missy Mythos's memories, which is a tongue twister, and we have messed up every time we've said it before, because you could end up with potentially an entire hand full of these if you manage to discard well enough. We wanted to give them the illusion to kind of show off that they are, you know, maybe they're not even real. Are they actually there? Who knows?
Yeah. For those that might not know, what is the ECTU?
Ooh, the Extraordinary Counter-Terrorism Unit. They are the Inquisition in London, the vampire hunters, and all supernatural being hunters, government agency who in 2012 were responsible for the eradication of vampires in London, or so they thought.
There you go. There you have it. We've got a little video. Oh, a little video whip of Missy's VFX. Ta-da! See that? Beautiful. You'll be able to see the full thing soon. Yeah, would you like to talk to us about these lovely poses? I do really like the one on the right.
Yeah, big glass.
I do really like the big glass. I don't know. I think it's like the camera angle. It's like it reminds me of TikTok videos. Like there was like a trend like when people like had it like on like a spinning fan above you, and it had like a fisheye lens, and that's what it reminds me of. And I think that's why I really like it. But that's a bit of a tangent. So, Missy.
Side note, Darby's playing a Malkavian in our current work VTM Chronicle.
I am. It's very exciting.
No one said it was a perfect fit, but we all knew it was. So, Yeah, Missy's great. We in her card art you can see that she is talking to several different people, and she is all of them. So we had to ask the actor to pull all kinds of conversational facial expressions, and they did a really good job. That type of pose on the left is something you will see at some point in the future for a different thing. You'll like it, but that's a pose I specifically requested for a piece of art that's going to be quite maximalist.
Ooh. Yeah, speaking of maximalism, how many watches has she got on?
There's no time to count them. Way. That's it. I'm done. I'm leaving the stream. Bye.
That's it. We're done. It's time to go home.
Peaked, that's it.
That's it. Oh man, yeah. I don't know. I think this model has a very nice smile. Just as an aside, another aside. God. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, with the watches and things like that, if we have poses that we know will draw attention to certain aspects of their character, we do try and ask for specific things, like the really big glass, because that is a nice piece of composition for the frame break.
Hey.
Yeah.
It is cool.
So enjoy that.
Very lovely. Thank you very much. Next. Who have we got next? Ah, Lucy.
Ooh.
Haha. Interesting.
Lucy Baptiste is currently one of the new sheriffs in London under the Camarilla. She is a Malkavian with some strange talent. She's inherited through the blood of others. She has a bit of a oblivion skill and can pull out memories from torpored vampires, dead mortals, the injured and the dying, and her ability reflects that. So she has, when discarded, add 2 forgotten memories to your hand. What are forgotten memories? Well, they are a new illusion token. They look very spooky, but you won't see them for very long, because the moment they are created, they will become an illusion copy of a card in your discard pile, except with -2 blood. So this gives you access to some very funky recursion, where it could hit anything in your discard pile. If you could get Joseph, for example, in your discard pile, and nothing else somehow, Lucy Baptiste would potentially, if you get lucky, make 2 4-cost Josephs, which, I don't know, might be pretty good. Or maybe it's too slow. You get access to a lot of different options, and the high roll potential of this card gives you a lot of high rolls, as if you can somehow recur her, or the forgotten memories become her, you can discard her again and get 2 more. And you can keep doing this as many times as you manage to recur her and discard her, which can lead to some very, very funky lines of play in this deck that will leave you scratching your chin to find the optimal line.
Let's go gambling.
Oh, dang it.
Yes!
Yeah.
Thank you!
Say the line, George.
God.
But hopefully not. Hopefully you get really good cards out of your discard pile.
Hopefully you get good.
And
yeah.
But even if you don't, they cost 2 less. So, like, you know,
Hey.
it's, yeah. If she hits herself, that's a 3 blood, 8
Gonna cost
power
2
card.
less.
Nothing to sniff at.
Yeah. Yeah. It is very cool. I do like this mechanic a lot. But I will say, her forgotten memory, it makes me very uncomfortable. The art, I recently played the Silent Hill 2 remake, and it reminds me of all the uncomfortable monsters and things.
That's such a high compliment. You have no idea.
Oh my god. Yeah, but the mechanic, she's very cool. I'm excited to check her out. Check her out game. Whoa, Salvo Calvo, our next Malkavian.
Yes. Given a slightly unkind nickname, given his nature, he is a compulsive hoarder. He loves to stack up artifacts. He's quite a successful vampire. He's done quite well for himself. He has a sizable chunk of domain, and his hoards are replete with stolen Tremere artifacts, ancient goodies, money, wealth, pieces of art. He collects obsessively, and then it all builds up into a massive pile, and he has a massive breakdown and destroys it all, throws it all out, gets rid of it, and many vampires come to attempt to leech off his destructive tendencies and basically steal stuff that he throws out. hence his nickname there. He is going to be discarding a lot of things. His ability is on reveal, steal 1 power from all odd cost cards in your hand, then discard them. This could potentially discard a lot of cards at once, and gives you a very flexible and interesting way to kind of think about building your deck. What cards do you want to be discarding, and how do you choose what costs you put in? And his own power can scale very heavily if you build around this effect. So it gives you quite a nice payoff for making sure that you have lots of odd cost cards you want to be discarding.
There was a question quickly about Lucy.
Yes.
Is it -2 blood minimum min 1?
Yes, it is. It is a. You'll notice, even though this token, it is almost impossible that anyone will ever play a Forgotten Memory without it transforming into someone else. But it has 1 blood because in Clans of London, no card can have less than 1 blood. It is built into the core game. But that is a very good spot. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Gold. Yeah, Salvo. He is sitting on a pile of his stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
I like to think that it's a combination of priceless and unknowable artifacts and also 6 toasters from the Tesco. It's, such is the way.
6
Equally precious.
toasters. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. I do like the lamp in the background. I like
his whole vibe. I like he's like sitting atop a throne of his stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
If you ask nicely, maybe he'll give it to you.
Aww.
Or he'll beat you with a wrench.
That's more likely, I guess.
Oh, but he's violent but tragic. Oh, bless him.
It is the Malkavian way to be tragic. That's one of the key traits of a good Malkavian, is that you're like, they deeply tragic in their own ways.
Oh. Well, on to the next one.
Yep.
Meet Dan Washington.
Dan Washington, yeah.
Dan Washington.
He is a quite successful vampire, again, in the Camarilla courts of London, the emerging princedoms that are forming. But he is prone to being affected by his bane and going into disassociative episodes and losing conscious control of his body. But it would be very unwise for any vampire to underestimate him when he's in these states, as something far more primal gets a little bit more control over his actions. He changes based on where you play him to represent his fully lucid and his disassociative states. He has on reveal, if Prince, discard your rightmost card in hand. If Knight, discard the leftmost. So he gives you a flexible choice as to what you're discarding, which gives you quite a lot of tech, because there are cards that you really want to be discarding, like we've shown off before, and there are some that you don't necessarily want to discard. So sometimes it's helpful to have these choices where you can be like, there's nothing. The thing that I really, really want to discard is in the leftmost position, but if I discard it, maybe it's Luciano, who will move to the rightmost when he returns to your hand. So you kind of can set up these lines of play that shift stuff about to make it in the right place to be discarded.
He's a very cool dude. I like the green. He is. After Dan, we have Rosalind, who is an aspiring photographer.
She is. His childer, who as a mortal worked in Dan Washington's media company and still was embraced to have extra time, many extra years to keep running things as efficiently as she has. So vampirism is not a break from work for her. She is reminiscent. She has a part of his ability on reveal, discard the rightmost card in your hand to gain +2 power. As she is also a little wary, a little paranoid of young upcoming talent, who she wants to shut down before they can come for her role.
Oh dear. Oh dear. After Rosalind, we've got Gonzo.
I love this guy. Artistically, he's I mean, a lot of these are my favorite cards, but he might be one of my new favorites, and he's so fun. He mechanically does something quite important for Malkavians, because when you are throwing all of your cards into the discard pile, sometimes you run out of cards, and that sucks. So when I mentioned earlier, Malkavians have this interesting relationship with card advantage. It's a big part of that comes in the form of Gonzo Thompson. When you discard him, draw 2 cards. In a deck built around this effect, this may be one of the most efficient pieces of card draw we have ever added. As so efficient, in fact, that as part of the update to release this season, we'll be very slightly changing one of the core game rules that most players probably haven't encountered that often. And that is that previously, if you attempted to draw from an empty deck, you would lose the game as a fallback, because we never really expected players to be drawing their entire deck. Well, if you discard Gonzo, and then recur Gonzo, and then discard him again, yeah, you can imagine. Maybe do it a couple more times even. It's relatively easy to deck yourself, and we felt like the grand payoff for managing to recur him and then discard him multiple times shouldn't be losing the game. So we have removed that. Now drawing from an empty deck simply does nothing. But we have capped the total number of rounds of sudden death at 7 extra rounds beyond the final round. So, yes, a little update there.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything about Gonzo's
Go on,
art?
you
It's
have
cool,
to.
yeah.
Look at his bucket hat.
I love, I love Gonzo. He was a joy to work on. I'm sure that people are gonna really like his level 5 VFX.
Yes.
So we'll be interested in seeing some of the comments about that.
Yes.
He's a journalist who's very intelligent, but his priorities kind of shift in a way that is not necessarily professional. It's very much his account of events rather than
Okay.
an unbiased account of events. And he's very grumpy.
He's very grumpy. How can he be grumpy in this like Hawaiian shirt?
That's just his vibe. That's just how he is.
It's like a dad on holiday.
But yeah, he is constantly barraged with information via the cobweb, and he was the one who was tasked with sending out the invitation to all the Malkavians he could connect his mind with. He's a true master of the cobweb, and is constantly tapping it for information, which sometimes is a little overwhelming for his mind, and his notes become scattered and confusing to all but the most adept Malkavians.
Yeah. Yes, he's very cool. Goodbye, Gonzo. See you again soon. And then we have not a Malkavian. No, a Nosferatu that scurries around in sewers and eats rats.
Yeah, and helps transport vessels to maybe Elysium parties, especially vessels laced with drugs, for instance. So the Rat Eater, definitely not invited to the party. He will not be allowed in. But whilst we are so excited to be releasing Malkavians, we didn't just want to release 10 Malkavians as the only cards within this month. I know.
It's crazy.
But we also wanted to give some support to a few other archetypes and add, as we have done in some previous seasons, add a tiny little sprinkling of discard that can give you some fun tech in other decks as well. So this may be of some use to Gangrel players, with, on reveal, discard your lowest cost card to create a rat in up to 2 empty spaces.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know what they say, 1 rat in the 2 rats on the board is worth 1 in your hand or something? It's, you know.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Hey.
Close enough.
Yeah.
But 2 rats on the board is worth 1 in your hand. So if you can discard a rat from your hand, or anything, any low-cost card, you can get some free rats into play, which is very helpful. He is a beast himself, so might see a real home.
I've just realised, does this mean that you could put the rat collector in your deck, and then narratively, the rat eater will eat him?
Oh, no! The little rat.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, that's a very special rat, by the way.
Yes.
It's very important that we shout out the rat. That is Impa.
It is Impa!
Yes.
Yes, Impa was Beck's pet rat. Until unfortunately Impa passed, but Impa is now memorialized.
Yeah.
It might be quite unfortunate being memorialized with Rat Eater because he eats rats. But Impa is forever in Clans of London now.
Yeah, video game star. Video game star.
But yeah, Impa is very, very cute. Very, very cute.
Yes.
Shout out. Shout out to Impa.
Lovely. Beck demanded that we show respect, so 07 for
07 in the chat. 07 in the chat. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy Rat Eater and think about Impa and Rat Eater and how unfortunate that is. Aha!
Boom.
Now, this might be the moment you have been waiting for.
Yeah.
Justicar Parr. What is she up to? What's she doing? She was there at the fall of London. She's been hiding, but she's here to make her big debut. Did you say debut?
Debut.
Debut.
You say debut?
Yeah,
Justicar Parr
debut.
making her big debut. She has, in fact, for the last few years, been keeping her presence in London very low profile, subtly pulling strings, using her influence and her power to try and help destabilize the ECTU in her own ways, and make sure that whilst the Camarilla vampires in London looking to aggressively reclaim territory are not too aggressive and not too outlandish, always subtly, without ever revealing her presence, keeping everyone in line. But the times are changing, and with the events, the attacks on the ECTU directly recently by vampires, she has made her presence known. With Justicar Parr as a major character in VTM with such strong connections to London, we have poured so much love into getting her exactly right. I have printed out 3 different A4 sheets of potential abilities of Justicar Parr back when we were playtesting this. The big thing that I wanted to really distill her character of a extremely powerful, capable Justicar with her obsessive-compulsive tendencies. As Malkavian, she is precise and dedicated and obsessive to a fault sometimes, so her ability is, if Prince, discard your lowest power cards, which will mean all cards in your hand which have the lowest power. When you discard a card, gain 1 power and 4 points. So she will discard first the lowest power card in your hand, and she'll gain her power and her points. And she'll do this action that's very targeted, very specific for a dedicated action. And then she'll do it again, and continue for as many cards as you have that had the same power. So in theory, if you could somehow fill your hand with 7 cards all with the same power, that gives you a lot of points and an ability to hold the print space with her scaling power. So this gives a different way to build a discard deck. You could build your whole deck just around this effect. You could splash it, you could kind of bear it in mind as your deck building. I really wanted this effect to open up a lot of deck building opportunities where there are some builds that may come fairly easily, but there may be some very outlandish uses of Justicar Parr where you could see strange numbers that you choose to build around coming up as the lowest power, and I'm very excited to see what people do with her.
Indeed. We do have a little whip of her VFX. Oh! But yeah, this is subject to change, as always. But yes, Justicar Parr!
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this was a joy to make, start to finish. Absolutely. It's always quite something when you know that if people know this character, they know them from a very specific piece of artwork. A lot of people associate the hand-drawn artwork with Juliette Parr. So it was an interesting challenge translating that into a real-life person. So hopefully you think that we've done a good job. The feedback that we've seen so far has been quite positive. But yeah, she's got a fondness for dressing sharp. She's from the Victorian era, and she carries a lot of that heritage with her. And she keeps order. She's not someone to be messed with. Does not suffer fools gladly. And we tried to convey all of that in her look. The one thing we did change, I kind of, her hair she has this thing where she's very into her suits and her like at the time for Victorian it would be more of like a masculine presentation, but she's also got this lovely long flowing hair, which is very important, and wanted to make a slight change where we had this idea that if she was going to persist from the Victorian era to current day, you would probably take the most practical bits of each. What am I looking for?
Like
decade.
Century decade.
And a thing that I thought was like quite a good contrast was this like 50s pin curl style.
Yeah.
Because that's in contrast, like kind of quite a feminine, but also, again, practical for the era way to wear very long hair because it keeps it out of your face so you can stay focused. But it also, I think, adds something to the silhouette. So,
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it almost looks like a little crown, which is very cool.
Yes.
Yes, she's also got some lovely red gloves.
Yeah, that is for her style, which is in full party attire. I'm not sure how Luciano is going to take the appearance of the Justicar Parr at his odd little party, but I'm sure she will not seek any vengeance.
I'm sure it will end fine for him.
I hope so.
There is also a slight kind of connective theme running through some of Justicar Parr's art, some of her VFX, her cards, background VFX as well on the higher levels. And that was something that, as we were making the ability, the kind of the precision, especially, and her connection to the Victorian era, led to this kind of slight little theme of clockwork, where it kind of ties all of her traits together in quite a nice way.
Yeah.
That was a very fun kind of thing that we found as we were making the card. We were like, oh wait, there's this quite strong imagery that we can tap into that connects all the different parts together. Yeah,
no, her VFX with the ranked card backs.
Oh yeah, peep the card backs.
Look very nice. They do look very nice together.
Yes. Well, you have to see them in game.
You will have to get on grind set mindset.
Yep. Well said.
Oh yes. Obviously we've got some new locations. Of course, Justicar Parr. Got to have her court. Indeed. As well as a Camarilla forum. Do you want to share the modifiers for these, or
we will keep them mysterious until it is time in the season release? Yeah,
you guys don't need to know. And also, just to highlight some of our community works, we have a lovely user in Discord that has shared their OC, and it's very cool. So I thought, here we go, guys. Check it out. If you would like more backstory, join the Discord, and then you can read all about the backstory. So that's what I'm saying. You should get in the Discord because that's where it's happening.
Good to see use of Hero Forge. I love Hero Forge. Like
yes.
Manifesting characters.
But yes. Now, it is time. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, there you go. You can unlock.
Thank you.
You're
How
so
gracious.
welcome. How very gracious.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, perfect. Right.
Nice.
Brilliant.
Gameplay and questions. I will be playing a pure Malkavian deck. I'll be using basically all the cards from the new season at once in a deck. So yeah, expect to see some funky things.
I am excited to see a full Malkavian deck. I am indeed. Oh yes.
Oh, shall I hit the audio as well? Do you want game audio?
Oh yeah, let's get some gameplay audio.
Let us know if it's too loud, and we can send Darby up to adjust it.
Yes, indeed, I will.
It's quite hard to do one-handed.
Indubitably.
Oh, that's great.
Oh yes. We have some love for the beast tagged Nosferatu.
Nice.
Indeed. Ah! Hermit loves your outfit, Constance.
Oh, thank you.
Shout out.
Yeah. Someone else said, "Hey, it's a party. Do you want to wear this extremely colourful wig?"
Oh yeah, no, it's on my desk. It's on my desk. Oh no, Greg.
It is
I'm
a
so
bit
sorry.
grim. Sorry. Yeah. Someone picks up and are like, no, thank you.
Yeah, it does feel
No.
quite.
But thank you very much, Herman. Yes.
I love you, indeed.
Darby's also looking lovely as well.
Oh my god, no, stop it.
We're playing into the meme.
Yes.
Of the. I don't know, what is it?
It's like there's the houses, like where one's like black and then one's like pink, and then there's also like the friends that were on like ITV or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what channel they're on. God.
The Americans won't. No.
They
Yeah,
won't
what's
know
it?
what ITV is.
ITV, what are you yapping about?
It was on the Bangers and Mash channel, innit? Oh, it was on
my
the Heinz
God.
Baked Beans radio.
Beans.
That was horrible.
No.
No, I mean, well,
Guys,
no.
please. Okay, guys, what's going on in the game?
So, I have got, God, I just keep getting incredible draws. This deck
Ooh.
is fairly chaotic because I have, let's see, we're in turn 4 and I still have 10 cards in my deck, which
Gonna drop an
is
emote.
quite a lot. Oh no, I was looking at the cards in deck. So, Jackie Pincher, very obvious synergy. The astute among you noticed when he came out that, hey, it's quite hard to discard cards. There's like basically only one of them. And we were slowly sowing the seeds for this season to build in some synergy and give people access to synergy pieces before the season comes out so that people have already an established critical mass of collection. I drew Molly Sybin in my opening hand. She's amazing to draw because you get to draw one of the delusions, and if you put her in your deck, you probably want any delusion, so... I think I got the best one, Grandiose Delusion. Just slamming down 10 power into the print space with synergy. It's a little bit chaotic, you're not quite sure what you're going to hit, but I built my deck around it, so basically whatever I hit, I'm kind of happy.
You did not put Boyar Mush out in this deck.
You know I
Oh
did.
my God.
Yeah. Just go for the strength. Okay. That's great. The deck, I will say, there are a couple of different builds of Malkavian decks that really change how it feels to play. If you include Molly Sybin, you are going all in on discard. You have a quite chaotic deck. Your draws are a lot more varied, and you end up in these strange lines of play that actually you reach the situation where doing something a bit strange is quite optimal sometimes, but it can be odd, but very fun and exciting. Or if you don't include Molly Sybin, you have a much more focused discard deck. Maybe you want to focus more around Parr's effect. In the build that I'm demonstrating, I still run Parr because she's just good. You know, she gives me more discard triggers, even if I don't get maximum value out of her. I'm still quite happy. But the high roll potential, I can get a huge amount of value out of her, which gives me some very useful just kind of point scoring potential if I'm facing something like a combo deck that has more scoring. Or if I'm facing something like Gangrel that has more swarm, more power on the board, I can kind of change tactic and slightly do some different strategies.
Indeed. Boyar into Delusion is nasty.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. That is, if in theory you have Lucy Baptiste and you discard Boyar and you're very lucky, then maybe you could get a couple of Boyars. Why not? Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Why not? You know, more. Will Jackie and Isabel stop targeting 0 power cards? Ooh.
No official answer yet. Is the
Help! I'm being bullied.
It's a valid question. Jackie, maybe. Practically, it is easier to fix Jackie so that he. Oh, God damn it! Sorry.
Gonzo.
Oh no! No, I don't.
Oh,
I saw you
Oh.
discard him twice.
oh.
You'll live.
Wow.
The animals are coming out.
But yeah, with Jackie, he's quite strong, especially with a discard deck. It is something we'll look at. Technically, the only card abilities which, unless they specify, ignore 0 power cards is steal, simply because stealing from a 0 power card sucked. It's very unfun and very unintuitive.
Yes, the rat's on top. Yes.
Oh no.
Oh.
This sucks. Well, let's,
Unleash the rats of war.
The tradition continues.
It does. Unfortunate that I don't have any rooks. God, that I think I might have won if I had a rook,
Oh.
but I didn't.
This is a good question, Boyd. With the global release, will we see a return of bundles with alt art?
I am not in a position to comment on it. Maybe
Maybe.
we have more plans to run more bundles. It's just we've all been extremely busy getting ready for global release, getting everything prepared. As a game designer, it's not really my area so much, but so we can't give any official statements. But almost certainly, there will be more bundles in the future. It's just a kind of time allowing thing.
I think you stole it from me. Well done.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
What's
It's the
in
power of
the
discard.
mail? Oh.
I didn't expect that.
No!
That's the
Rats!
thing.
Well,
Even
rats!
that is
No!
that is the secret of discard. You have 100 different lines, and most of them are kind of valid. Some of them more valid than others, but you'll end up in situations where you have to pick a weird line of play, but it sometimes pans out for you quite well. But we'll see. Shall we do another?
Yes.
Yes.
To finish on one of the previous questions, Isabel is a little bit more complicated to fix because she triggers on the event of power going to be lost. And then the power is lost, and then she resolves. So she does filter out cards with 0 power. It's just she filters out cards with 0 power before they have lost power. So it's something that we would probably Isabel is definitely a card we'd like to address. She is bugged. She should not be failing to trigger off cards with 0 power. Whereas Jackie is technically as intended. It's just maybe it doesn't feel that great when it happens.
Yes, Hermit. Interesting that you should ask about a cosplay contest to be in a card. Yeah, no promises currently, but it's something that we have spoken about. Indeed.
That's exciting.
Indeed. Potentially, who knows?
Yeah, we do love community involvement, and we do have little chats about things we can do to get some.
There are a lot of behind the scenes. There are a lot of plans in motion at any given time, but only some of them can come to reality. And we are, our team can only do so much at once.
At global launch, will there be any fixes or balance changes?
There will definitely be a few fixes. There are a few things that we have been kind of doing behind the scenes and testing internally to make sure that they are good, solid fixes to problems. There are a few card bugs that still exist, for example, like Lieutenant Chamkor, who, firstly, the K in his name definitely looks like an F in the font for Nosferatu's, which is a bug, and we will be addressing. But also, he fails to donate his any power. But these will be addressed by global, but we just want to make sure that the fixes are solid. The update we released today did actually fix the auctioneer's bug.
Yeah, so, the team's working hard on fixing some of these bugs, getting things smoothed out, ready to go. On the 16th of April. Ah! Very exciting.
All right. Okay. Yeah, there are some. This is one of those weird lines of play where doing this many times is a double-edged sword. Because in theory, I could get pretty lucky and get some cool stuff. Or I could throw stuff that I don't want to throw in the bin. A lot of them you have quite fine control over. You can plan around. But the grandiose delusion is too grandiose and also maybe about to be removed. Except Constance didn't do him. Oh, we're in Clark and well. Catches us out every time. God damn it.
Look at
God
the
damn it, Clark and
modifier.
well. Yeah, that's the thing. You've always got to look at the location.
Yeah.
I knew where we were. After you said it.
Hey, no. You knew this whole time.
Yeah, no. I had that oracle child of Malakav knowledge
Yes, indeed.
of reading the
reading.
location text.
Reading the card explains the card. But yeah, definitely, certainly with Lucy Baptiste, although I'm not going to manage to discard her anytime soon. A lot of times, the end state of a game with a full discard Malkavian deck looks very, very different to previous games. I've had ones where I've ended up with 27 cards in my discard pile, as I've just kept hitting those memories and kept cloning things and discarding them. I've had some quite high scoring games when all the combos come together and pay off. It can be quite a volatile deck.
You've got the nice new card back on.
Oh, I do. Yes, it's very shiny.
Very nice.
Did you earn that in ranked, or did you debug yourself like a cheat?
Like a cheat.
Yes, on development.
Development cheat. Does defib give back cards you discard? I can't remember defib.
Yes.
Yes.
Defib will also, for global launch, be fixed, as currently they return slightly too frequently. They are supposed to be the end of this round, but they will return all cards put into your discard pile, no matter where they came from.
There you go. That's one of the fixes. Haha. Yes, thank you all very much for the very lovely messages. Everyone's very excited for launch. And said, well done for your hard work, guys.
Oh, well, thank you. We are so excited to launch and get to include more players and give more people access to the game. It's definitely something that we're really looking forward to.
We're honestly so excited that we finally get to release the game, obviously globally. That includes the UK. So as Darby said at the start of the stream, people in our home country where we're based who've wanted to play this, you get your chance now. We're excited to share it with you.
Let's go. The clans will be in London.
Yes.
It will finally.
Oh my god!
Oh! Slipped in the points!
Yeah. Didn't work out so
Looks
well
like you
this time.
discarded your points.
Uh-oh. Turn on the board.
Jackie's trying.
Oh.
But, it can't
He's
quite.
trying. Like, I just keep seeing him throwing out tarot cards. It's okay, Jackie. It's okay. One day it'll work.
Malkavians really do recontextualize all of those discard cards that I'd never used before.
Yes. Yeah.
One more.
Go on.
I'm enjoying playing Malkavians, to be honest. When all the people in previous streams have asked what's your favourite deck, what's your favourite clan, I haven't been able to say Malkavians because we haven't released them yet, but
Yeah.
it has been them for a while.
Gosh. How are we going to top Malkavians?
The age-old question.
Age-old question. Oh.
I suppose you can't really say because you'll have playtested all of this, but do you think that there'll be a hybrid clan deck similar to the Brukata?
Oh, I'm sure there are.
Malkata.
Not that specific.
No, the people would hate that.
Not Malkata, you can't. But yes, there are many intriguing ways to dip into Malkavians, use a bit of their pieces for synergy in other decks. They get access to some unique effects, and there are decent recursion pieces across a wide range of clans. So, in theory, if you have good enough recursion built into your deck, discarding is not a downside in a normal deck. It adds a bit of volatility, it adds a bit of risk, but it also makes it kind of makes it less likely that you'll get a win, but more likely that you'll get a lot of favor. You can kind of bank on a risky game and
Malmö. I'm just thinking of hybrid names now.
Malmö.
Malmö, yeah. Although that sounds like Mjolnir,
Oh.
which hey. When did we add Jackie's tarot card?
Well,
Ooh.
very observant.
Haha.
It's not in live.
It's not in live yet.
Yeah.
It's a developer sneaky.
Yeah, just thought we'd sneak that one in.
Oh my goodness.
Glad you noticed.
The tokens. We've got to show them the tokens. Wait, no. No, okay.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
It's another sneaky. Another
too
sneaky.
sneaky.
That's
It's too
a little
sneaky,
too
yeah.
sneaky, guys.
Yeah.
In other words, we gamble on Malkavian decks. Maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly. But not gambling seriously, you know, it's just a little bit of fun. Just a little ooh, will I get this card? Maybe. Tee. Trekavian. Hey, okay, maybe that one works better than Malmö. Yeah.
Someone already planning their Trekavian deck.
They are indeed.
No. Fear that person.
Fear Trekavian. Oh yeah, because you can have Boyar in it. There's quite a lot of Malkavians. Not Malkavians. Tremere. Fitzwilliam.
Yeah.
Bring him back. Bring him in.
He didn't go anywhere.
He didn't go anywhere. Bring him back anyway.
Is this good right now? That is fairly good. Yeah, some rather partial to that. Let's just key you with a little. It would seem I have quite a few cards in my discard pile.
The Trekavians.
The Trekavians were here all along. We're one step ahead of you.
Trekavians. Luciano, want him for my homeboy. Who's your homeboy? That's what I want to know. Interesting. Dio.
As in, if you want him to be your homeboy? If you're sufficiently deranged, he might just
It might just take you up on that, actually. He might invite you to the party.
Yeah.
No, you're all invited to the party. You'll all be attending.
Do I do what? Okay, now here's another line of play. Do I play greedy, or do I play safe?
Ooh. Malador, seduce cards so that there's more to discard.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Malador is also a lovely name.
It's better than Torcavian.
Torcavian sounds like an insult.
Octavian. Filthy Torcavian.
I gotta play greedy. Oh well. Not yet.
Not yet.
Auto top deck. Oh, eternally. And that's perfect. That's okay. This is some decent value. See, I'm not sure it would quite be enough. Need a little bit. It needs to be a little bit closer for that swing to matter. But it'll be pretty decent.
Oh, is that 2 Missy memories in your hand?
It is indeed.
What?
I peeped them.
And you'll see a little bit of cool VFX on there.
Yeah.
You'll also notice Justicar Parr.
Ooh, look at that clock. Very nice.
I
Very
don't
good
think it's
clock.
quite going to be enough.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh.
power of power.
Oh,
But I got pretty close though. I was 2 power away. Just need a little bit more.
Look at the gangle go. Look at the rats.
Curse of designing
Yeah.
cards. Well done.
Well done indeed. Well done indeed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. I hope that you are all very excited. As excited as we are for obviously global launch, but of course the introduction of Malkavians. How many clans do we have in game currently?
It's a good question.
Sit here and count, guys.
It's like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Or 6.
Yeah, it's a number.
I was like,
It's fine. That's why Constance is an
I was
artist.
like,
Don't get an
oh my
artist to
God,
count. Don't get an artist to count.
I was like, Constance is gonna get this, and I could be like, yes, Malkavian is our clan.
Next plan.
But no, yes, it's very exciting. Yeah, I can't wait to play you guys. Not play on the dev build. But yeah, I hope that you're all excited. Thank you very much for all of the lovely messages. It's great. It's really lovely to see how interested and excited you are.
Absolutely. And if anyone's caught the stream, come to the Discord. That's where it's all happening. And
Yes.
got some lovely people who catch on very quick to the newest and freshest things we have to offer.
Yes, which is amazing. Thank you guys. It is lovely. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, let us know what you're most excited for. Of course, we would love to hear that. But yeah, I guess. Hey, we'll see you at global launch.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna do the thing where
Yep.
I get
Oh,
on.
Yeah.
just gonna do the thing. Okay.
I'm gonna do the
Thank you,
thing.
everyone.
Ooh, thank you. Bye. Bye.